struggle, man, but you know what I'm saying? I did it, man. You know what I'm saying? Folks think I'll make it this far. Hey, yeah. Hey.
DJ Scream.
Yeah, it's me. P-I-M-P, yeah, it's me. Yeah. Hey. K-I-N-G, yeah, this me. No, bitch, stop looking, you ain't my cup of tea. They said I got big headed. I'm on the perp shit, I'm feeling real lightheaded. My eyes real low, pocket full of D.O. Shout the L.O. gives a fuck about a deal. What the fuck did she know? Nothing. Now I read about me in the source. Yeah, I'm the people's choice. Shout it low, I'm so diverse. Killing with Pringles, rap work, and purple. Money, I get it. Where I'm from, we get it. K-I-N-G, yeah, this me. P-I-M-P, yeah, this me. Yeah. Hey. K-I-N-G, yeah, this me. P-I-M-P, yeah, this me. Yeah. Hey. Coming up, I had dreams of being the man. Look at me now, I'm living it, man. Thanks to the right, the white made me advance. The white became a girlfriend because I gave her a chance. Had the J's on the corner watching out for the van. But I picked it all up through the industry, man. A lot of rappers rapping, but I really live it. Cooking chickens in the kitchen, trying to get it, can you dig it? K-I-N-G, yeah, this me. P-I-M-P, yeah, this me. Yeah. Hey. K-I-N-G, yeah, this me. P-I-M-P, yeah, this me. Yeah.
Hey, we heavy in the streets, nigga.
B-R-O-P-A, that's me. Proper one committee about to run these streets. I fucks with the colonel. He got a lot of girlfriends. Word on the street. Proper boys got the girl in all the 10 so I can feed the hood. Black water balls keep that understood. My nigga he known to keep them drums on him. Can't you tell? The Vietnam's all on him. Doing numbers and I'm to blame. 24 years old, $250,000 in the game. Me, Judge Grease kept that work. A lot of niggas got hurt. Faces on t-shirts. Yeah.
K-I-N-G, yeah, this me.
I'm here to tell y'all niggas
P-I-M-P, yeah, this me.
that if you stay down and keep focused, you too one day can live like a king.
K-I-N-G, yeah, this me. P-I-M-P,
Your boss call your own
yeah,
shots.
Yeah.
Kinda like how me and Shawty Low do it, you dig?
Yeah. Salute. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Man, we run it up, man. Like, share, subscribe. You know. Shout out. Queen Sunkiss, salute. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, salute, brother. Kitty Divine in the building. Real talk, what's happening with it? Hit that like button. Let's get it up, man. We got a lot of interesting news, interesting topics, man. We're gonna speak on. Hope everybody having a good weekend. Everyone I fuck with, you know. I don't give a fuck about the other niggas. Yeah. Man, they just wear this Matt Clifford Austin out, man. We got a lot that we're gonna look into with this. The dad, very wise man. He's staying away from all that race baiting. FSU shooting details, alleged gunman mental history revealed, kid. Come on, anybody taking selfies in the mirror like that still, you know, you would get something wrong with him. We got a lot to talk about. We're taking a trip to El Salvador. We're taking trips to El Salvador. We're gonna hear from some of the students that was in that FSU shooting. Got racist woman berates officers outside casino. Tune into that. Nuclear weapon talks with Iran. Got a lot going on, right? We'll get to it. Let's go to live now from Fox. FSU student shares her experience following deadly shooting.
Garpino for giving us that report. And again, this deadly shooting is rocking the campus of Florida State University. But we do have this post as well on the X account from the FSU president, Richard McCullough. I do want to read this out in portions of this. It says, "Dear FSU family, our hearts are heavy after the tragedy that took place on April 17th. We are grieving with the family and friends who lost someone they love, and we are with all of those who were injured and are now recovering. This has shaken all of us, and I want you to know we are here for you." Classes and business operations will resume Monday, April 21st. And I know it won't feel like a normal week. It's the last one before finals, and many of you are still processing what happened. Please take care of yourself. If you need time or support, reach out. Students should contact their instructors to help with classworks or any accommodations. And it goes on to say that employees who are also in need of assistance are able to reach out. Ending his letter with, "We will get through this by leaning on each other. FSU is strong because of its people, and I believe in this community with all of my heart." And so I now want to bring into the conversation here with the FSU College Dems, Madeline. I want to bring her into the conversation. Madeline, thanks so much for being with us here on Live Now from Fox. Of course, first, I want to send my condolences to you and all those who are with you on campus and your fellow students. Horrible to hear about what happened just a couple of days ago. How have you been holding up in the meantime?
Holding up about as well as one could given the situation, but we've really been coming together as a community, and I haven't been alone the entire time. I've been with friends, I've been with members of the community. Everyone is really together right now.
And that's completely understandable at a time like this. But as we're continuing to try to make sense of what happened just a few days ago, of course, the community there at FSU is going to be really important in these days. You all have already had one vigil. You all are getting ready to hold your own as well. Can you sort of talk to me about the community that Florida State University has amongst its students and faculty?
It's really, really strong. Everyone is really, really kind here. I know that if I ever needed anything, I could talk to any of my professors, any of my deans, any random person walking by, and they would probably help me, which makes this even more heartbreaking, considering that everything, it's like, why did we have to choose here, this place that was so full of love and safety? And it's heartbreaking, but the vigil that we're holding tonight has nothing to do with politics. It's just a place for people
Salute, Queen. Right now we're tuned into the FSU FSU students describing, you know, how they're feeling after the situation.
Able to go to together, to cry together, and just not have to go through it alone. And I think that that is how everyone's kind of feeling. Me and my friends just decided to put something together quick, but I know that every single person on campus feels very similarly, that we all need to be together right now.
And as we're sort of looking at some of this video that took place on campus, it was such a huge police response as well. Madeline, if you don't mind me asking, I'd like you to sort of paint the picture for me. Where were you when you first found out about the shooting that was taking place? What were sort of your reactions and emotions that you were feeling at the time?
I was pretty close. I wasn't on the part of campus that was affected, thank goodness. But I heard what I thought was exhaust pipes, like car exhaust backfiring. And then I got the alert on my phone and I was like, well, maybe they're testing the system. And then you could start to hear the sirens, and we just knew that this was not a test or anything. So I checked all of my friends' locations, started texting and calling and trying to figure out where everyone was. I called my mom, let her know I was safe and that I loved her. Called everyone that I knew. It was really terrifying, and I couldn't be more thankful for FSU PD and their response, but this was truly entirely preventable, and that is just heartbreaking. One of the buildings that was majorly affected was our political science building, which is the college that I attend within the university. And it does not have locks on the doors. The doors do not lock from the inside. The only way to lock them is a timer override. So I was just trying to figure out where my friends were, knowing that a lot of them were in a building with a shooter roaming around campus just a few feet away, with doors that didn't lock, and professors that hadn't been trained on how to deal with an active shooter situation that were barricading themselves by tying laptop chargers and sweaters together. And it's a miracle that more people didn't get hurt.
So talk to me a bit more about the door and the lock situation. So you're saying inside of the building that you were in, typically there's some sort of protocols that you're meant to do if there is an active shooter situation, but locking the door isn't a part of that because they don't have locks?
There is no active shooter protocol. It's just an all call, and they say to lock the doors and turn the lights off. But our classroom buildings, like outside of our dorms, they have a scan-in for when class is out of session. But when class is in session, it would be too much for everyone to scan in all at once. So they are just left open, and they don't have like a manual lock. You can't lock them from the inside. The only way to lock them is an override. And in situations like this, it is incredibly difficult to get those procedures done. So a lot of our doors were unlocked and just barricaded. So that's all we could do.
Is that something that you would like to see change on the campus of Florida State University?
Absolutely. There's petitions going around to add locks to the doors. We have a lot of things that we want to see changed. We want to see more mental health intervention programs. No normal person commits an act of violence like this, and there is no doubt in my mind that there were warning signs that weren't reported, and they should have been. I would love to get training for our professors and our faculty and staff in general that just don't have training on how to deal with this. They were going along with us, and most of the training that our students had was just from years of active shooter drills in K through 12, but that doesn't exist at the collegiate level. And we would like to see later next session, because it's too late for new legislation, we would like to see the safe storage laws that prevent guns from being stored unsafely in households with minors under 16. We would like to see that expanded to anyone who can't legally obtain a firearm, because the shooter was 20 years old, and if there had been more precautions taken with how that gun was acquired, because it was not his, if he did not have access to that in the home because of the safe storage regulations, then there's a much better chance that he never would have had that gun.
I'm going to ask you a few questions about the man. He's been labeled, his name, he's been identified as Phoenix Eichner. He was a student there at Florida State University. He did have a parent who was on the local Leon County Sheriff's Department, a deputy that was a part of there. Can you sort of talk to me about what your reaction was to finding out that it was another student who committed this act of violence, potentially there on the campus?
I was incredibly disheartened that no one had stepped in. We're a very familial campus. Everyone is very close to everybody. Even if you're not necessarily friends, people at this university, they really do come together and we feel like a family. So to think that no one stepped in, because he had a history, he really did. He had a history of saying very, very hateful things, and he had been removed from a discourse club at the community college for things like that. So he was on radars for sure, but no one thought to do anything. It's incredibly disheartening that one of our students didn't receive help before it got to this level. And I just can't imagine having that much anger in my heart towards a place that really is a home for so many people.
Let's talk about this vigil, because you made a point to say that it wasn't a political stance that you all are taking this evening. It's something that you want to do to honor some of those victims. Can you talk through what we expect to see? We are going to be carrying it here on Live Now from Fox.
We're just going to show up to Landis, which is kind of the main meeting spot on campus for everyone that I know and me personally. We're going to bring some candles right before sunset and just let people cry together, let people grieve together. I have a couple of friends who are Catholic who are going to bring Bibles to read off with people. We're just really, whoever wants to come, it's a space so that my mother always told me that grief was love with nowhere to go. So we want to give that love a place to go.
And so, of course, we'll be covering it here on Live Now from Fox. Madeline, we certainly appreciate your time for being with us. Madeline Props, she's the president of the FSU College Dems. Any final thoughts before I let you go?
Make sure to call your mom and tell her that you love her. It's the first thing that I did, and I really wish that I had done so the day before the shooting. So she knew it, that, and just hold your friend tighter today.
An emotional farewell in Frisco. Good evening, everybody. I'm Casey Stiegel. Private funeral services were held today for the teen student athlete who was stabbed to death at a school track meet earlier this month. 17-year-old Austin Metcalf was killed back on April 2nd. A teen student from another school has been charged with his murder. The crime has been thrust into the national spotlight, bringing some controversies along with it. On Monday, killer was his first appearance before a judge. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is following all of the developments for us tonight. She joins us live courthouse where that hearing will happen. Amelia.
Hi there, Casey. At Monday's hearing, we expect Carmelo Anthony's lawyers to ask for a bond reduction so he can get out of jail. But today in Frisco, the focus was on comforting the friends and family of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. People filed into Hope Fellowship Church in Frisco to say one final goodbye to 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. Some people wore football jerseys to the service as Metcalf was a member of the Frisco Memorial High School varsity football team. He was also a member of the track and field team. During a track meet earlier this month, Metcalf was killed after he was stabbed in the chest during a fight and died in his twin brother's arms. The fight was with 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, a student athlete from a different Frisco high school. Arrest documents say the fight was over a seating dispute in the bleachers. Anthony was charged with first-degree murder, and his bond was set at $1 million.
Well, obviously, it's a very tragic case when you have a 17-year-old killed and a 17-year-old boy charged with the murder happening during a school event.
Toby Shook is a criminal defense attorney not involved in this case. A bond hearing is set for Monday, where the defense team plans to ask the judge to lower it. Shook explained some of the factors the judge will have to consider.
Obviously, in this case, there is not criminal history, so that's going to weigh in his favor to lowering a bond. The judge will also consider if the defendant's a flight risk. So the defense attorney is going to put on family members that can show he had lived for some years in Frisco, that his family's there, that he's not a flight risk. He has what they call ties to the community.
The prosecution will also have a chance to speak, and they're going up against a new defense attorney for Anthony. Shook told Fox 4 that the family hired Dallas-based criminal defense attorney Mike Howard to represent Anthony.
He's a very experienced criminal lawyer, done lots of trials. He's very good. So that was a good decision, I believe, on the family's part to get an experienced criminal lawyer who's actually tried criminal cases to defend his son.
This case has already captured national attention. Shook believes this will make the case difficult as it moves forward, especially when it comes time for jury selection if the case goes to trial, which Shook believes it will.
It has a danger of poisoning the jury pool so that you'll have more jurors who are exposed and go in with opinions, so they have to be very, very careful during jury selection.
Shook is also a former prosecutor, and he's confident that the DA's office will put the top prosecutor on the case, so he says both sides will be well represented. We reached out to Mike Howard's law firm for a statement on this case, and we're still waiting to hear back.
Within the past hour, 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony has been released from the Collin County Jail after posting bond. A judge reduced his bond this morning from $1 million to $250,000. He's facing a murder charge after police say he stabbed another teenager, Austin Metcalf, while at a track meet at a Frisco high school. Stephen Dial is in McKinney with more. Stephen.
Carmelo Anthony left the Collin County Jail in a suit but had nothing to say to the reporters before he got into that vehicle. The district court judge says that she looked at all the factors in this case, him not having a criminal history, and that led to her making her decision to reduce his bond. 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony was silent after bonding out of the Collin County Jail and being placed on house arrest.
How is this self-defense?
2 days after the family of Austin Metcalf buried their son, they were at the Collin County Courthouse for a bond reduction hearing Monday. Carmelo Anthony is accused of stabbing and killing Metcalf at a Frisco track meet earlier this month. The case has quickly become national news, drawing a lot of attention resulting in threats and increased security at the courthouse.
Threats and, talk of race war and all kinds of insanity isn't good for, obviously, the Anthony family. It's not good for the Metcalf family.
Cameras were not allowed inside the courtroom, but we did capture the Anthony family arriving. His father, Andrew, testified in the hearing. District Court Judge Angela Tucker said that she's never gotten this volume of calls and had to have this level of security in the courtroom in her 13 years on the bench. Court documents say Anthony stabbed Metcalf during a fight. When an officer arrived, court documents say Anthony told the officer, "I was protecting myself." Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis spoke after the hearing.
The judge has made the call, and so what's important is what's next, and it's our job to be level-headed, to be fact-based, and to follow the truth wherever it leads.
Anthony's father testified he's taking a leave from work because of the incident, and his wife is a stay-at-home mother with 3 other children. During the hearing, the prosecution brought up the fact that more than $400,000 have been raised for the Anthony family, saying a reduction is not needed because they have the funds. A big question in this case will be, why did Anthony bring a weapon to a high school stadium? It's a question that was asked of his attorney.
That's an understandable question, but it's not something that, frankly, we're prepared to even go into.
Now, in the opening statement to the media from that interview that you just heard, he led with talking about self-defense. Again, the court documents mention self-defense. We'll have to wait and see how that defense will be made in court when things pan out. Now, according to the judge, the terms of the bond are house arrest and ankle monitor. She told him to stay off social media, and he has to personally call her bailiff every Friday morning, not his parents, but him. And there's a list of other things that is set. And if he violates that, he'll return to the Collin County Jail.
All right, Stephen Dial, live for us. Thank you, Stephen.
Good morning, everybody. There's not much I can say, but the judge. All right.
Can you come this
All right.
way?
Sure.
Okay, that's fine, right there.
All right, there's not much I can say. The judge has made the call, and so what's important is what's next. Frisco PD will be finishing up their investigation. They will submit the case to my office. We will review it and ultimately present it to a grand jury. And so that's what's next. That's really much, it's pretty much all I can say right now. We do our speaking in as far as the facts go in the courtroom. Many of you were in there, so you understand what was said. But this is a terrible tragedy for our entire, not just Frisco, but Collin County community. One family has suffered a permanent loss. It's the most unnatural thing for a parent to lose their child. It's permanent, it's profound, it's certainly premature, and it's the hardest thing that I think a human being can go through is to lose their child. The Anthony family has had a different kind of loss, but a loss nonetheless. But the judge has made her call, and we look forward to continuing the process and looking forward to reviewing all the facts of the case that Frisco PD is coming up with and present it to a grand jury. What we're concerned about as prosecutors is justice, truth, and accountability.
Justice, truth, and accountability. So much to start with this story. We're gonna continue on. This Carmelo Anthony release, Austin Metcalf funeral recap. Pretty much from beginning to ending of the situation. It's a breakdown. Subscribe to Fox 4 Dallas Fort Worth.
And so we will go where the facts lead us. Thank you so much.
Could you speak about the security and the vitriol and just the safety even for the judge and your officer?
Well, this has definitely rocked our entire community. And so it has struck a nerve in the community. And it's hard for everybody to be level-headed at a time like this. So that's where we come in. It's our job to be level-headed, to be fact-based, and to follow the truth wherever it leads. Thank you so much.
Every Texan has the right to defend themselves when they reasonably fear for their life. Self-defense is a protection that applies to each and every one of us. There are two sides to every story. And Carmelo is a 17-year-old kid and an excellent student. He is the captain of his track team. He is the captain of his football team. And prior to this, what was on his mind was what college he was going to go to. This is a tragedy all the way around for both families. Rushing to judgment, trial by public perception and trial by media is not how we ensure justice is done. We are confident that after a full investigation, that the truth will come out. Thank you.
Mike, you took umbrage with the state's assessment that this was simple and brutal. Why so?
Well, the fact of the matter is, like I said, there's two sides to every story, and we've only heard one side. In any criminal case, the police investigate, and the defense is always far behind that. And so it is a one-sided investigation to this point, and even that investigation is still ongoing. So to say that it happened this way or that way is just not accurate at this point. All of the facts are going to come out, and that's why our system of justice requires that we keep our minds open and we let the facts come out as they are after a full investigation. I anticipate that he will be able to make bond. I can't speak to how quickly that will go. Funds, in the funds that have been raised are not quick to come out. And then, there's obviously a process to the release process once bond is posted.
The big question that a lot of people have is, why was this young man armed on school property?
That's an understandable question, but it's not something that, frankly, we're prepared to even go into. This is something that I know the police and the prosecution want to get it right and want to have a full and fair investigation, and so do we. So it would be irresponsible for me or them at this point to start saying, this is what happened, this is why, anything. So I understand that's a big question. It's going to be a big question, and it's something that we will find out, and we ask that the public, as hard as it is, withhold judgment and let both of these families have justice, that let both of these young men, the Metcalf family and the memory of who they've lost, but also Carmelo, have a fair and full justice process.
Ultimately, your feeling on the reduction of this bond, you feel it's fair?
Yeah, I feel it's fair. Bond, as the judge said, is not supposed to be an instrument of oppression. It's not supposed to keep people in jail. It's not supposed to punish. It's supposed to ensure that a person shows up to court, complies with all conditions, and it's supposed to keep the community safe. So this is a large and substantial bond, and the judge has, I think, rightly imposed reasonable conditions that will ensure both Carmelo and the Anthony family's safety, but also the safety of the community.
What was Carmelo's reaction today? He didn't seem very talkative toward you. And how has jail, I guess, been so far for this teenager? And is he on suicide watch or anything like that?
I honestly can't speak to Carmelo's reaction because I was so focused on the hearing and what was going on and what the judge was saying. I think we have to all remember Carmelo is a 17-year-old kid who's never been in any sort of trouble before. If you can just put yourself in his shoes, this is a scary, bewildering process. And I can't even imagine what was going through his head, just as I'm sure I can't imagine what was going through the heads of the Metcalf family. So, this is something that is new to all of them and incredibly trying.
So for people who want to know, why were you selected? I mean, what is your experience? I mean, you had to be really good.
I can't speak as to why I was selected. In any case, it's important to have an attorney that you connect with, that you feel has the right amount of experience and the right investment in the case. And I'm not speaking to anybody else. I just know that that's important in any case.
Just how unsafe does this family feel? You mentioned it multiple times.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to speak for them at this point, but I think you can imagine the press coverage on this case has been immense, and the online and public reaction has been immense. And unfortunately, as is common in our culture, especially lately, the vitriol and the public reaction one way or the other has been intense. And threats and talk of race war and all kinds of insanity isn't good for, obviously, the Anthony family. It's not good for the Metcalf family. It's not good for the peace and safety of our community. So, I would ask, and I know both sides would ask, that the temperature on this be allowed to come down, that, the media, you guys have a job to do, and I understand that everyone does, but, at the same time, we just ask everyone in the public and everywhere to let this process play out fairly and fully for both sides. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Carmelo Anthony is charged with killing Austin Metcalf by stabbing him in the chest during a dispute over seating in the bleachers at a high school track meet. But even before today's news conference began, there was some tension in the room. Fox 4's Casey Stegall there when it all happened today. Casey.
Yeah, Heather, this is the first time that we've heard from Carmelo Anthony's parents since their 17-year-old son was accused of stabbing another student to death at a high school track meet in Frisco earlier this month. But before today's press conference could even get underway, a pretty uncomfortable moment when the victim's father showed up and then was escorted out by police. As the media was setting up and getting into place for today's press conference at the Next Generation Action Network's offices, Jeff Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's dad, made a surprise appearance. He told me off camera he wanted to hear what was said and did not have plans to make a statement. Then, in another unexpected turn of events, Dallas police showed up and walked Mr. Metcalf out of the building. Minutes later, Carmelo Anthony's parents, Andrew Anthony and Kayla Hayes, came to the podium alongside event organizer Dominique Alexander. Alexander had this to say about it.
That was disrespectful and just shows you all the character. He was not invited. He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family.
It has been a little more than 2 weeks since police say Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest during a dispute over seating in the bleachers at a track meet. Austin's twin says his brother died in his arms. Immediately, the case garnered national attention. Anthony's parents wanted to use Thursday's forum to dispel what they characterized as rumors and misinformation being spread about them on the internet.
My 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about.
They say, contrary to what's being put on social media, they have not yet accessed a single dime from the online fundraising campaign, which has yielded nearly $450,000 in contributions from the public.
The claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false.
Say a case that, they got to explain everything as far as finances and everything else. This race bait media is so far out of hand. I seen it take off personally, and I really believe that it's Democrats disguised as MAGA accounts pushing this racial agenda, pushing this this psychopath madman agenda, because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. this type, no, no disrespect to anybody, but this stuff happens all the time. The fact that they made this particular situation such a race bait, I mean, this gets disgusting.
Through tears, Kayla Hayes spoke about the barrage of threats and harassment her family has endured.
My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. I don't know why we're being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to.
The family advocates also questioned a recent decision made by the school district.
Frisco ISD has notified of their intent to expel Carmelo Anthony from school 1 month before his high school graduation.
A spokesperson for Frisco ISD tells Fox 4 they can't comment on the specific case due to privacy laws. However, if a student is accused of a serious crime, the district looks at the case and decides whether they should be disciplined, adding if they've completed the requirements to graduate, they may do so early, but they're not allowed on district property. So the atmosphere at today's press conference was rather controlled. We were initially under the impression that Anthony's parents would be answering select questions from the press. That did not happen. Only prepared statements were made, and then it was all over. Steve.
All right, Casey, a couple questions. Was the murdered student's father, was he disruptive? And by that, I mean, was he saying things to make everybody uncomfortable, and that's why he was removed? Or what do we know about that?
No, he didn't say a word. In fact, I watched him. He sat there quietly. A couple of reporters went up to him and started asking him questions, but he said that he was not preparing any kind of a statement. He wasn't planning to talk. He said he simply wanted to be there to hear what was being said.
All right, I could only find one instance of a charged murder suspect wanting to walk in his or her graduation, complete school, that type of thing. It was a North Carolina case, 2016. He didn't walk. Did you get the idea they're going to press that issue, the family?
They were just pointing out the fact that Frisco ISD, they said, was rushing to judgment and wasn't giving him due process in terms of he has been charged with the crime, but he has not been formally tried and has not gone before a jury of his peers. So Frisco ISD says, though, that if a student is accused or charged with a serious crime like he was, that the district reserves the right to determine what type of disciplinary action will be taken, and that if it is expulsion, that they're still allowed to graduate. They're just not allowed on campus. In other words, they can't participate in the commencement activities.
Got it. All right,
Steve.
That's Casey Stiegel in downtown Dallas tonight. Casey, thank you.
I want to start off this press conference to say something as a deep note that I can tell.
Mic check.
What's going on, Sunshine?
Oh, what it do? Hey, happy Easter to y'all and all that.
Happy 420, happy Easter.
I could barely hear. Hold on, I'm gonna reload.
Mm-hmm. Nice out to everybody coming through. Gotta show y'all some things. Give y'all some updates.
What it do?
All right. Back at
all right. Much better. You know what, man? Judge Joe Brown said something about that case, man. He is going to do. He is not going to walk away from that Anthony kid, right? But And what Judge Joe Brown said was you have to be in be able to prove that you was in legitimate fear for your life.
Well, the whole get down, was it might have he was jumped. You see what I'm saying? So 2 against 1.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But then let me tell you something with self-defense. Self-defense got a lot to do with weight. You know, that's why I keep saying them dudes was linebackers. Carmelo was a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I am mistaken, yeah, I think Carmelo weighed maybe like somewhere like 160, 190 at the most, and them boys like 230.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And they robbed him. So I think I think he has a defense case. He got a $400,000 defense. Let's see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think Judge Joe Brown kind of, I don't know. Was he throwing shade when he say that? Because I think what you said is more valid than what he's saying.
I think Judge Joe Brown hadn't got all the facts, and I think he's playing it how he gets it, and that's what's messing his flow up with this, because that's what a misunderstanding keep coming in with him. Because if he knew the straight facts, he could give you a real assessment. Now he's only like, you know, he 1 minute he's saying stuff against him, then he's saying something with him. You know, I've heard Judge Joe Brown more than 3 times say something different as far as, you know, but he's only giving different perspectives because he keeps hearing different scenarios.
Yeah. But 2 hours away, there's another case with the same parameters. Almost all the parameters. They let us, I think you know what I'm talking about. The other kid stabbed the kid. They put him on house arrest. The trial just started.
A guy named Payson. He stabbed a Latino, so I guess it wasn't as important. I don't know what the deal, how they trying to play that, but it's the same type of situation somewhat. You know, kid, yeah, got something to do with that type of stuff.
People say, well, he a punk because he didn't put his hands up and all that. Hey, some people like that. I'm like that. You touch me, we'll kill you.
That's how it's supposed to be, man. All that bull. Look, man. Anybody talk. Everybody's supposed to be taught. Keep your hands to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna be fighting. I'm not gonna be.
Supposed to be going around doing all this stuff, man. You know what I mean? Put your hands.
Yeah, but yeah, people squad with you, but they killers too.
That part right
if
there.
If you squad with them, you go have to kill them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
People talking that shit, but you would get jumped by 2 linebackers. And right, they didn't care about the adults or nothing. And I'm telling you, man, they find some narcotics in the motherfucking system.
You know, I want you to look at this trash. This guy named it's got Jake Lang. He's a piece of shit. Let's go to him.
Blood. Lord Jesus, help us. Crying out for justice. His killer is home right now. We got to get out of here before the police come. I just hopped the fence to get in here. His blood is crying out for justice. We need that killer behind bars. We will not rest. We need to protect white Americans. This scourge of black violence is too much. Stadium. There's the blood stain. There is the blood stain. It's red.
I see.
That's so pussy.
That's what I'm saying. And you gotta recognize this is the type of shit they trying to use Metcalf to start a race war. This piece of shit, he done found some jigaboos and some fucking, you know, professional tap some tap dancing punk motherfuckers to stand beside him. And I mean, his
blood is crying out. No, his blood pretty much, nigga.
Yeah, this motherfucker. listen, this motherfucker he don't give a damn about that boy, man. He don't give a damn about Metcalf, but but look what they do. This motherfucker up here talking about this motherfucker that threw some ketchup down, talking about here go the blood. This motherfucker just squirted some goddamn Heinz. Look at that shit. Man, ain't no blood there. Man, come on. Ain't no blood from goddamn 4 months ago. I mean, a month ago that got, you know what I'm saying, still like that and all that rain. They know this some bullshit.
Talk about Jesus and all this. That's just crazy, man.
It was raining outside, so if anything, look, blood do these things, but not that dark after rainstorms and all that kind of shit, man. Get out of here.
That motherfucker mentally ill.
Yeah, this motherfucker Jake Long, this racist piece of shit. And I'm talking about, man, we're gonna watch a few pieces on this piece of trash motherfucker, man.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
you know what? They trying to throw all the logic out on this shit.
Yeah, what they trying to do is they pretty much trying to railroad this Carmelo Anthony. They're trying to railroad him with these false antics as if he was supposed to take a beating or if he was supposed to, you know, just get beat up and get his stuff took and told to get out. When I seen that white trash bitch say that her son did the right thing, what kind of motherfucking son that does the right thing would tell anybody in a rainstorm to get up under my tent? It's raining, it's storming, and you telling the motherfucker to go in the rain? Fuck out of here. Frank White.
That's just people out there just cruel. They got no humanity.
No humanity.
No humanity, because this whole shit is driven by spite. You see, remember the OJ trial?
Yeah, I remember that.
LA just came out of riot in the OJ trial. So then they said, man, if OJ get convicted, we're gonna riot again. Because they wanted white people to see what it feels like injustice.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't learn nothing from that shit.
But see,
we need justice, man. That's it. They wouldn't even have this problem.
But see, it's so many scenarios with that. You know, and I personally feel like, you know, if you look at the O.J. Simpson case, they wind up getting him like 15 years later. They didn't get him right away. They wind up he beat the case, then he wind up going back like 10 years after that.
Yep. That's what they're gonna try to do to him once he walks. That's what they're gonna try to do. We gotta be smart. First of all, you got enough money to get the fuck out of there. You gotta stay there. You probably be on probation, but I think you should walk because look how the motherfuckers acting. They're gonna ruin the case, and you're gonna make a clear what you call it. You can make a clear case for self-defense and walk because of how they acted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so they excited, like, you know, excited people get when they think they're right. These fuckers wrong and excited.
Yeah, that's my whole point. Like, why would they? You know, I just can't imagine being that low in life where I feel like I gotta race bait some kids. You know what I'm saying? For a career. I mean, this motherfucker's up here. He's jumping fences. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker up here jumping fences, man.
Man, they got no life.
Yeah,
man. They got no life. They got no life, man.
Motherfucker jumping fences up here to talk about some blood. Hey, I'm talking about if it was his blood, it would have been smeared all over. Like, it would have been smeared. It wouldn't be no straight little. It wouldn't be no little dash like that. That shit. It would be smeared.
Man, someone came out there and hosted. Someone came out there and hosted down.
Yeah, this motherfucker up here.
Crazy, man.
Man, hey, look, he up here using some Heinz ketchup to start a goddamn race war.
It's all we got to protect the white race and all this shit.
Hey, come on, check him out.
Austin Metcalf's blood. Lord Jesus, help us. Is crying out for justice. His killer is home right now. I gotta get out of here before the police come. I just hopped the fence to get in here. His blood is crying out for justice. We need that killer behind bars. We will not rest. We need to protect white Americans. This scourge of black violence is too much. Kendall Stadium. We need to uplift our communities. I gotta get out of here, guys. I think I hear the cops coming. Stadium. There's the blood stain. There's the blood stain. It's red still. Austin Metcalf's blood. Lord Jesus, help us. He's crying out for justice. His killer is home right now. I gotta get out of here before the police come.
Man, he gonna get the buck, man. He put some sauce down there.
Check this out.
Or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than. Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive today. Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, my turn to speak. You are part of the fucking problem, my friend. You're trying to create more race divide than bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You do not have any fucking.
That's called white guilt. No, let it talk.
My son, let me finish. I give you your time. You take my son's face off your website. I am not associated with you.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir. You are creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness.
You are being weak. I gotta be honest with you about that, sir.
You're being weak. Condemn your son's killer and the culture that caused it. Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive.
One of our strongest voices. He's still been alive, dudes.
Hey, man, they're not respecting the father's wishes.
Yeah, the daddy telling them the daddy sees straight through.
His blood is crying
The
out.
dad sees straight through the bullshit. The daddy knows he's a fuckboy trying to come up off his son's death.
Now, I think his dad was pretty brave to come up to that press conference. He got kicked out, but I think it's pretty brave of him to do that. I respect that. You see, had him to get the kid.
If the pastor representing Mello beat up a baby, yeah, I don't know. He got a bunch of wild cases. But he claims to be repentant and a man of Christ. He's a Democrat.
Who is this dude? I mean, who is he? Not Frank White. The dude on the Blood Man.
Oh yeah, Jay Lane. This motherfucker is a piece of shit. Man,
wait, who is he? Who is he?
No fucking body.
Hey, I was asked this question, man. Why did he get to do it? Who is this dude? He's a cloud chaser.
He's a cloud chaser. That's exactly what he is. Check it out. Check him out.
The message today is very simple. We need justice. Carmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf's murderer, is still on the loose. His bond needs to be revoked. Right here is the scene. Austin Metcalf's blood is still stained on the bleachers. It is crying out for justice. Come join me today for a peaceful event. 11 a.m. Central, here at Kendall Stadium, Frisco, Texas. Be peaceful and let God lead this event.
Protect white America.
The message today is very simple. We need justice. Carmelo Anthony.
Motherfuckers, you know how crazy that sounds? Protect white Americans.
You know what happens? What happens when the kid the kid that's on trial right now, the murder trial for the kid he killed in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
This shit is affecting his trial.
I'm pretty sure it is, man. With the way
If I was his lawyer, I'd say I'd try to throw that shit.
All right, let's go to the Protect White Americans protest in Frisco, Texas. As you can see, the Nazis and the Klan descendants. Goddamn dude, I goddamn put my goddamn flag on. I'm goddamn out here. Where they goddamn mail out? Where they goddamn mail out? Who go goddamn behind that mail out? Frank White. Frank White. I love that name. Frank White.
You ain't got no life.
Goddamn Frank White. You gonna find that motherfucker. Frank White. Frank White.
You how that shit go? You ain't got no life.
Goddamn dudes. I'm out here waiting. I'm goddamn waiting on the rest of the goddamn million you understand me, protect white Americans. I'm waiting on the million white man march.
What's this a protect white Americans bullshit? They the terrorists.
They the fucking
They are the
terrorists.
goddamn terrorists.
Just turned up a school 2 days ago. What the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? Man, motherfuckers, man, you see this bullshit, man?
Do they think that all these goddamn Satanist cops out here, they telling you need a protect white America movement?
Goddamn, I'm out here, Frisco, Texas, protect white Americans. Frank
This shit
White,
too petty, man.
Frank
This shit
White,
too
you
petty.
coming out here what? Goddamn, Frank White, I love the name. I love that last name, Frank White. You got that. You can't be got that.
Hey man, Frank White not white. Stop it, SendaRoni. Stop it.
His name is Frank White, dude. What are you talking about?
From the King of New York. Oh.
His name ain't Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Walken? Christopher Walken was a nigga. Christopher Walken was a whole nigga.
Listen, dude. I'm out here in Frisco, Texas, goddamn protect white Americans.
Frank White smoked the cop at a cop funeral and got away.
Oh, that Frank White was serious, man. Let's go to protect white Americans, man. Here we go.
Good point. We used to be afraid of the feds. We're not anymore. We beat the feds. We beat the feds. Yeah. We beat the feds. We secured pardons for all the J6ers. We won. We did it. We convinced Donald Trump to pardon all the J6ers instead of just doing half or a portion of them. So we completely defeated the feds, got all those guys fired, got the J6 prosecutors fired. We won 100% won. Total, utter defeat of the feds.
Do you think that anybody who was in here today?
I think here's what I think is going to happen. I think that whatever verdict is reached, if Carmelo Anthony was a white guy and a Trump supporter, I guarantee you the verdict would be much different. And they may both end up coming out as guilty, but the white kid would get a lot more time. The Carmelo Anthony is going to get. The white kid did the same thing.
Listen, man, where the fuck are they making these bitch-made fucking punk fuck boys?
Hey, the nigga do anything for money, won't he?
Man, this shit's sad to see. This shit is sad to see. And look who his audience is.
No. Okay, what if Anthony? What if Carmelo, right? Rock that nigga, just sock that nigga in the jaw. He fell and died.
Man, on everything.
Same shit.
This motherfucker. He shouldn't be showing his face, man, because they might do something to this motherfucker. This is a pure piece of shit. He's so fucked up, man. The motherfuckers over there. They gotta be
paying. They gotta be paying. They paying. The nigga Candace Owens, man.
Man, look at this shit. This motherfucker, he can't even believe he listened to a dumb nigga like this, man. Look at this motherfucker on the left. What is this nigga talking about?
He in a parking lot in the middle of nowhere with 10 people.
Man, and they all racist and can't stand it.
Hey, this is a clout chasing goddamn event. That's what this Carmelo Anthony is. And they gonna throw the case behind all this clout chasing.
Look at this shit. This is what he preaching to. He preaching to this motherfucker right here. I'm white. Everybody I know white. Why ain't this black Man, why is he here? What is he talking about?
We don't have Fed traps right now.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Good point.
We used to be afraid of the Fed.
I think
We don't have Fed traps right now.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Good point.
That's your audience,
Not anymore.
nigga.
We beat the feds. We beat
That's
the
your
feds.
audience.
We beat the feds. We secure pardons for all the J6ers. We won.
Listen to this shit.
We've got Trump. We don't have
He said we got Trump. We don't have to fake what? Okay.
Fed traps right now.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Good point.
We used to be afraid of the feds.
But not anymore. We beat the feds. We beat the feds. We beat the feds. We secure pardons for all the J6ers. We won. We did it. We convinced Donald Trump to pardon all the J6ers.
So basically, what the old man
you convinced Donald Trump. You
no,
said you convinced Donald Trump.
Yeah, he taking that
What
type of credit.
What the fuck can you convince Donald Trump of?
You motherfuckers they fuck boys. But check this out. The white dude was pretty much admitting that the feds was up there helping them fuck over black people. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to this assessment.
We've got Trump. We don't have Fed traps right now.
We don't have. He said we don't have Fed traps right now. What the fuck?
They're paying him, man. They're paying him.
We don't have Fed traps right now.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Good point.
We used to be afraid of the feds.
But not anymore. We beat the feds. We beat the feds. We beat the feds. We secure pardons for all the J6ers. We won. We did it. We convinced Donald Trump to pardon all the J6ers instead of just doing half or a portion of them. So we completely defeated the feds, got all those guys fired, got the J6 prosecutors fired. We won 100% won. Total, utter defeat of the feds.
Do you think that anybody who was in here today
For the vets.
Here's the thing that's going to happen. Look at the judge. Yeah, I think that whatever verdict is reached, if Carmelo Anthony was a white guy and a Trump supporter, I guarantee you the verdict would be much different. And they may both end up being coming out as guilty, but the white kid would get a lot more time than Carmelo Anthony is going to get if the white kid did the same thing he did. They get a way more time, and that's part of the reason why we're out here. The simple fact that he's out right now after killing someone. I mean, dude, like us, for example, Trump supporters, they threw us in jail without a trial, and they held us without a trial. All right, I mean, like literally, you're supposed to be able to get out on bail, right? Get out on bail. There was no bail. There was no amount of money. They said you can't post bail. You're staying in there. Like, 12 days later, you can get out. We'll lower your bail from $1 million to $250,000. What?
First of all,
so you can get out. That's why they lowered it that much. They saw how much money was made.
1, 2, 3.
You go ahead and go to track meet, you bring a knife, you stab someone. They say, "Hey, buy my T-shirts. I stabbed a white guy." You deserve to get some shit. I'm not saying you should get death threats, but you're gonna get some shit, and you probably deserve that shit. Imagine if I stabbed this dude. I'm like, "Hey, I stabbed him. Buy my T-shirts." Like, that's what he's doing. He actually started doing it just the other day.
I said, let's jump this motherfucker.
Like, he literally just started selling these shirts saying "Justice for Justice for Anthony."
Man, I would never, ever. You know, man, I wouldn't even.
Hey, man, I've been jumped before.
Everybody's supposed to be jumping if you're in the streets. I'm pretty sure. I don't know about
after that, you know what I'm saying?
Justice for Anthony. I'm just like, bro, like
I can flip a team.
Okay, I'll wear your shirt. But when I say justice, it means you need to go to prison, for at least 40 to life or something like that. That's real justice. I mean,
this is a piece of shit. Fucking fuck boy.
But look, SendaRoni. The people that live in the real world feel some kind of way about this. People that don't live in the real world, clout chasing over this. And when something happened on the news, or something happened, right? The media put it out there like that. Now everybody's on it. So now there's a huge mind control engine controlling this. People are thinking, they're not thinking logically. They're thinking emotionally. And they want you to be emotional. They don't push people.
Hey, look, Jason Whitlock and this cool motherfucker right here, man, got to be the worst motherfuckers I ever seen in modern day time. This motherfucker, whoever this dude is right here, this piece of shit motherfucker right here, whoever he is, and Jason Whitlock, Candace Owens, man, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck they doing.
And Candace said she coming back.
Candace
Return of the Mac.
Yeah, that bitch is a 100% sellout. Every time a cracker reject that bitch, she try to be a nigga. She try to come back like she's black again. That bitch ain't shit.
Oh, she gonna come back with facts. People be like, yeah.
I thought she was necessary at first. Man, that bitch ain't shit but a fucking
she's a corporate shill. A corporate shill is when the corporations pay you. For example, they get Al Sharpton to bring black people back to Target. She's a corporate shill. Do the corporation tell her to do. What she should do is take care of her nappy-headed babies.
You're free to proceed with your corruption.
We de-escalated it. Is what we should do. That's how we act.
Look at the wordplay.
This is a disruptor.
I'm not disrupting anything. You're free to proceed with your corruption.
You disrupt
your production.
Your presence.
I'm not doing anything
celebrating
wrong.
a murder.
I'm not doing anything
Your presence
wrong.
is celebrating a murder.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why would you come like this is a joke?
Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest scorers of his generation. We all know this.
That's so low. That's lower than the lowest filth I've ever seen. Can you please ask God to enter your heart right now? I know my man Jesus, and he wants to know you. Jesus Christ can save you right now. You can be delivered from the demonic energy that is pervading your heart. Just lift your hand up and say, God, forgive me of my sin.
Forgive me my sin.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
And I will take this jersey off right now, Lord.
And I will celebrate the 3-time gold medalist,
I will take this jersey
Carmelo
off
Anthony.
right now in the name of Jesus. I will take this jersey off right now in the name of Jesus.
You're not a prophet. You're not a prophet. You're not a God. You are not
Carmelo
God.
Anthony for murdering Austin Metcalf and ask and demand on the judge to revoke his bail. Do you want that murder in your neighborhood? Do you want that man plunging a knife into one of your people?
I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. I'm from New York. I like Carmelo Anthony.
Nah,
don't play stupid. I don't get it.
Play
stupid, bro. What am I doing?
You're playing stupid.
Yeah, you are.
You know what you're doing?
I like Melo.
Yo, get this guy out of here.
I'm agitated, bro.
Wait, pause.
You're good at playing stupid.
Yeah, you know, the guy looks pretty young. You know.
SendaRoni. SendaRoni. A nigga stick a hand in that nigga face, man.
You're playing stupid.
Hey, man, them niggas is backwards, man. This is sad. This is dangerously sad.
I told you, I didn't realize it was that bad, but this is
They said,
look at it. It's one of the
nigga put his hand in his face.
This is one of the Arabs.
That's not a nigga.
It's an Arab. He's a sand nigga. That's a sand nigga telling them.
Hey, man.
Nigga telling them.
Hey, man, they're gonna embarrass themselves like the state of Florida if they keep this shit up.
Man, that shit's sad. This motherfucker over there. You're not today.
I can't stress this enough. I'm from New York. I like Carmelo Anthony.
Nah, don't play stupid.
I don't get it.
Play stupid, bro.
What am
You're
I
playing
doing? Playing stupid, bro.
Yeah, you are. You know what you're doing?
I like Melo.
Yo, get this guy out of here.
I'm agitated, bro. You're good at playing stupid.
Birch.
That's the other playing stupid.
Yeah, you know, the guy looks pretty young. You know, he's immature. He's a young guy. A young kid. I make jokes about death every now and then. When I saw a woman die right in front of me, I realized this shit ain't not something.
That is so pussy, man. That's so pussy. Hey, man, we're not living in a place of free speech anymore. If they kick him out, see, they don't want no pushback.
I will take this jersey off right now, Lord.
And I will.
We're asking the police right here to remove this guy from the area that we're staging. He has another area. This is a disruptor.
I'm not disrupting anything. You're free to proceed with your production.
He is not.
Continue your production.
Your presence.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Celebrating a murder.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why would you come like this as a joke?
Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest scorers of his generation. We all know this.
Come on. That's just. He's a murderer. That's so low. That's lower than the lowest filth I've ever seen. Can you please ask God to enter your heart right now? I know my man Jesus, and He wants to know
Skinhead. Skinhead.
Christ can save
You saw that?
You can be delivered from demonic energy.
Go back.
Pervading your heart. Just lift your hand up.
It's a Klan rally.
God, forgive me my sin.
Forgive me my sin.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
And I will take this jersey off right now. Lord.
And I will celebrate the 3-time gold medalist,
I will take this jersey
Carmelo
off
Anthony.
right now in the name of Jesus. I will take this jersey off right now in the name of Jesus.
You're not a prophet. You're not a prophet. You're not a God. You are not a God.
He's a skinhead.
Demand
I heard that
Do you want that murder in your neighborhood? You want that man punching a knife into one of your people?
I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. I'm from New York. I like Carmelo Anthony.
Don't play stupid.
I don't get it. Stupid? You're playing stupid. No, I'm not. Yeah, you are. You know what you're doing. I like Melo. You know what you're doing here. Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
How is it agitated?
That's the agitator.
Yeah, you know, the guy looks pretty young. You know, I get it. He's immature. He's thinking it's all
That's bullshit. Boo! That's bullshit, man. Boo, Texas, nigga.
What about the of racism right here? He was the All-American getting MVP.
Hey, listen to what Frank White said.
Oh, no.
Listen to what Frank White said. Frank White said. Frank White is a Democrat.
We de-escalated it. That's what we should do. That's how we act. That's the Americans. This is a disruptor.
I'm not disrupting anything.
This is a disruptor.
But Frank White, Trump known for speaking out on the people's shit. He ain't said nothing about this. Why? Why hasn't he spoke on this? He spoke on Kaepernick. He spoke on he spoke on the kids in Central Park 5, and he didn't speak on this.
This woman right here in the mask. You made someone. Please get rid of her.
He was getting in her fucking face.
It's all right. We have an assault over here.
We got our first arrest.
We have an assault over here.
Pepper spray?
Yes. This woman right here in the mask. You made someone. Please get rid of her.
He was getting in her fucking face.
She got assaulted. I got it on video. The counter protesters are not supposed to be in the area. She got assaulted. She got assaulted on video. You're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here. Back up.
Back up.
Do not interfere with the arrest. Move, please. Move, please. You're interfering by not letting us walk. Back up. Do not get in the way. Interfere again, you will be arrested for interference.
This shit is too petty for me.
Go! Let her 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 go!
Back up!
What the fuck? Oh, you're so big. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. He didn't do anything. He's finished. What did he even do? You okay? Are you hurt? I wish you would have done that, man. I was super cool with you guys. Sit up. You're not talking right now.
Slap his head good. Slap his head good.
Oh man, we're supposed to be crackers. I didn't feel like it.
Hey man, hey.
We're gonna stand you, okay? 1, 2, 3, up. And my
There's no obstinate people there. Feed that motherfucker some peanut butter and cookies.
Oh, that's right. You got all that shit on you. Knock your fat asses down, but he didn't do anything. You hurt?
Say that with me. Oh. All right. We have an assault over here.
Yeah, first arrest.
We have an assault over here.
Pepper spray?
Yes.
This woman right here in the mask.
Yes.
She made someone. Please get rid of her.
He was getting in her fucking face.
She got assaulted. I got it on video. The counter protesters are not supposed to be in the area. She got assaulted. She got assaulted on video. You're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here.
Hey, who that? Smoke? Hey, what up, homie?
Back up. Do not interfere. Do not interfere with the arrest. Move, please. Move, please. You're interfering by not letting us walk. Back up. Do not get in the way. You interfere again, you will be arrested for interference.
Anybody look at me and you're going to drink.
Let her go. 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 Let her go.
Respect my authority.
You're so big. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're gonna out his head. He didn't do anything. He's finished.
You got on a mask, you're under arrest.
You okay? Are you hurt? I wish you would have done that, man. I was super cool with you guys. Sit up. You're not talking right now.
Hey.
Oh man, we're supposed to be crackers.
CHRONICLES.
Do that. I didn't feel like it.
I'm in a tree. I'm by the tree with
We're gonna stand you up, okay? 1, 2, 3, up.
Look at this shit. Hold tight, this motherfucker. Look at this shit.
You got all that shit on you. Knock your fat asses down, but he didn't do anything. You hurt?
Say that with me.
And then I have my phone.
There's more cops than goddamn people listening to this shit. There's more cops there than people listening. They motherfuckers still went to jail.
You ain't fucking talking now.
Hey, Carmelo, the real Carmelo Anthony loving this shit, but shaking his head too.
Yeah.
He be selling jerseys.
Fear. This is tyranny. This is tyranny our founding fathers warned us about. We are asking the American people, do not be silent on this issue. There was 350,000 last year. It'll be 400,000 next year. Everybody back to the designated area. What's your
Take your mask off. I know you got a designated area.
Racist not welcome in Frisco.
together today. See right now, Antifa,
I got a question, SendaRoni. I got a question, SendaRoni.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what happened to a small chicken shit town, right? That gets national attention? What happens?
Shit, you see what's happening.
Now this time we got social media. It's possibly all over the world.
Oh, no doubt. It's all over the country. I told you, I seen it when it first took off, man. This shit was all over the place. Like, before it even got to Facebook and all them places, it was on so many other sites. And they was forcing it. It was like, it was all these fake Trump accounts. It was all these fake MAGA. Let me not say Trump. Let me say all these fake MAGA accounts. It was like a whole bunch of MAGA accounts just pumping this narrative, and like that shit spread it. Then you started to see all these fucking these jigaboo niggas and shit.
Hey, when something goes worldwide in America, I kick it right. It went to my wife to tell me. I mean, it got back worldwide, right? Got back to Asia or got back to wherever, right? She hasn't mentioned it yet, so I ain't saying that.
Yeah, it's really nationwide for real.
It's nationwide for sure, but it's not. Well, it used to be nationwide, like say George Floyd, right? That went worldwide. This is not worldwide. As a matter of fact, a lot of the elder people asked my mom and a couple people. They said they don't really know they heard about this and that, but it ain't really hitting like that. Not like we think it is. It's hitting to the social media people. The social media people is hitting. You know what I'm saying? Hey, who else on the panel? Who that?
Oh, it's just me, you, and Real right now.
Oh, what's up, Real? Real, do you hate me? I don't hate you.
Peace
I
and
love
love.
you, Real. I love you, Real. And for once in my life, I agree with you the other night.
You really what?
For once in my life, I agree with you. Just one time, don't get too proud, nigga.
Hey, once is better than none.
Hey, I ain't got nothing against you because you for your people, I'm for your people. But we can get into it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna change our goal. What I eat don't make you. You know what I'm saying?
What did you agree with?
Kamala Anthony.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think the logical. See, they using this. The media uses this for emotion. Emotion is how they control mind. It's mind control. So anything that can be used as a psyop, they're going to use that.
It's ridiculous.
That is the source of their mind control is emotion, not logic.
I think RONI mentioned something about they're trying to make it like an O.J. Simpson type situation.
Yeah, you remember OJ?
I remember. But OJ was mainly them against us. But this situation, I hear a lot of us speaking against him.
It's the same talking points though. They want him to walk whatever the facts are. They want him to walk whatever the facts. If you don't, we're gonna tear this motherfucker down. And that's what it's turning into. From what I see.
I think the brother is going to end up going to prison for causing his brother to get killed. By attacking Carmelo, the brother automatically came to his rescue.
Well, when the facts come out, it's really gonna get bad.
Real talk.
They snatched 30 cell phones.
No, they took 70 cell phones so they couldn't show the mix. So they couldn't show
70.
Yeah, they confiscated 70 cell phones out there at that track and made just to make sure it couldn't be reposted.
Well, that nigga, when Carmelo ran, we all should have ran.
He was
As a matter of fact, Hey, if it was me there and I filmed that shit's already on the internet. It's already out there.
They're not even showing it on the news out here.
Oh, this is really bad. He gonna walk.
This is
That means he
ridiculous.
can walk. He's going to walk. Probably 4 or 5 N-bombs, took his phone, robbed him of his phone, snatched his bag. Nigga, test me and see what happened. Because he already put hands on him in the past. And you know what? I heard that the niggas on narcotics. And I sound like these motherfucking racists, but
Yeah, I was
the
about to
white
say
boy.
they say they don't know each other and all that, but we gotta, like I said, we gotta just wait. But from my
Nigga,
understanding,
they had a fight last week because he was talking to a white girl like 2 or 3 weeks before that at a party.
yeah, that's not not for real.
When the facts
That's
come
fake
out,
news. Fake news.
bullshit was at a party with a white girl, his white friend, and they had and the niggas jumped on him over that, and then they see him again under the tent. And I've also heard the white boy once. It wasn't even their tent. It wasn't their tent either.
Well,
A student is that. It wasn't. Hey, Carmela was supposed to be under there, or the white boy.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of the same, scenarios, but it had been proven facts that, any of that is, for real, what's happening.
The tent is not important. It's raining. Where's your humanity?
That's the whole thing right there. Why would you tell somebody to leave up under a tent when it's raining?
Hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it must be a hailstorm.
Yeah, I don't see.
I don't care, nigga.
Pretty much.
And then they accuse him of stealing and all this shit. I mean, the media is the goddamn real villain. It's mind control. It's based off emotion, no logic. But logic will make it walk.
Completely. Yeah. 2 against 1 was never a fair fight to me, and I keep hearing people say, why would he bring a knife to the track meet? Only to find out it wasn't a knife.
It could have been a mass shooting.
It could. The possibilities are unlimited.
That's true. Man, it's good for you to talk to me civil, man. I appreciate it real.
Do I not talk to you civil?
Fuck no. She be like an asshole. But that's cool. It's cool.
Well, if
But
I only treat people the way they treat me.
I don't treat you like an anyway. I'm going to take that on the chin.
You just want to fight with me, right?
I don't want to fight with you.
Good.
I hate fighting with you. I hate fighting with you.
Good. Because I don't like fighting with you either. I got real enemies.
Me too. If I even try to kill me, I mean, if I'm under the wrong tent, I'm going to blast out. It ain't even no joke.
Better get your butt. But did was it true that the coach sent him under that tent, Ronnie?
That was said that the coach told him to go up under there, but it hadn't been confirmed. What we do know is that from what was said that came out at the conference, it was boys instead of boys, so it was more of a plural deal. So I'm assuming that both of the twins jumped on it. That's what needs.
It was raining, and people automatically went to other tents. It could have been an all girls tent. Who was he? Who put his nigga in charge to come in here and say you ain't supposed to be here? They was who riding on him, man. Everybody's ignoring the fact that he was getting who riding on.
Yeah,
his people didn't have his back. His people didn't have his back. Black people were not on code, and that's why this happened.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because there were some adults there that are witnesses now, and I'm thinking, y'all sat there and watched that? Watch them bully him?
if you look at the social media, the twins got guns and all kind of shit. They got guns and they go, oh, he's from Texas. I don't hear that shit. He got guns. He's a dangerous man. As far as social media, he's a young man with guns. This guy saving kids. You know what I'm saying? He trying to do. He's really a good person. But if you touch me, I'm gonna kill you. That's the only policy. You can put him on probation. He'll make probation. He'll get on with his life.
So is it true that his father is a Muslim?
I don't know. I don't know. And what does that matter?
Because I was getting to that point. Because where's the Nation of Islam? Why all of this is going on?
There you go, because they're not Muslims. As a matter of fact, where are they? Muslims or not?
Okay, where's Black Lives Matter? Where's anybody? Where are the celebrities?
All he
Why
have
aren't
is
there
the
celebrities speaking on this?
all he have is us, the people.
Right.
That's all he had. And but half of those people are just sick of racism, and they put money in that because they're sick of racism. The other half is like, I don't want a kid to be done like this. And you know what? If you look at where his voices come from, most of them probably come from Texas.
We love our children, and that's what people are finally seeing. They're always talking about we don't care about our children. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Especially the good ones. And this is a good one.
I don't have no problem with him. I trust him to come to my house and not steal nothing. But them goddamn twins, oh no, oh no, no.
You know, it's a fight.
Your house, right?
It's a big time social media dude, Aiden Ross.
I heard of him.
Yeah, Aiden Ross. He donated somewhere between 10,000 to 250,000 to Metcalf.
Good for him.
Metcalf.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. To who?
Yeah, to the white guy.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
This is a conversation.
All the black. All these black.
Where's Hughley? Where's Hughley? Where's Eddie Griffin? Where's
Eddie Griffin? He watched the nigga News Network. He said he should just put his hands up. He's done with it. But
he said he should have put his hands up.
Yeah. No. You know what his
so
case
fighting. He said he should have fought them. Two big time football players.
I'll tell you what. Okay, he doesn't have a case as far as self-defense. Death is one thing, but serious bodily harm, he does have a case. He does. Yeah, he does have a case against serious bodily injury if you're getting jumped by two linebackers. That's true. So no, you got a point there.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna
wide receiver ain't nowhere near as big as a linebacker.
Yeah. And they was bullying him, robbed him. Touch me again, see what happened. This is gonna happen forever. It already happened once. But his lawyer is sugar water. His lawyer is sugar water.
Now I did hear that NBA YoungBoy donated like 200,000 or something like that to to Carmelo.
Oh, good. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what happened with the where's Kevin Hart? Where's everybody?
Celebrity stepped in.
Yeah,
no. The celebrity stepped in and gave money to
Carmelo.
That's very powerful. That's very powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
Hey, Paula. How are you? Come inside.
I read first and then I will go to the church.
Okay.
In our church, yes.
Okay. Okay. What's the next? But I think that he's gonna walk on. If he has a good lawyer, he's gonna walk on bodily harm, serious bodily harm. That's gonna maim him or some shit. They already said that they, it didn't the N word.
Check out these protesters.
Okay.
Every last one of those idiots.
Y'all record all you want, just stay right here.
They have their own counter protest over there. Police said the counter protesters were not supposed to be here, but they have to come here. They have to
keep recording, but just hang out back over here.
We want to be united. We want to live in harmony together. We don't want to have to run and separate the races just because the violence is so nasty and abhorrent. We are calling upon Black Americans, condemn Carmelo Anthony, and demand that justice be served today. Demand justice be served today. There is a killer on the loose in Frisco, Texas. His name is Carmelo Anthony. He has a knife, and he's coming for your children next. At a peaceful track meet, our children are being slain, gunned down, and murdered.
Boy, I tell you.
It's been bad.
It's the Ruby Bridges all over. It's Ruby Bridges all over again.
It's been bad. They've been so.
Hey, they bought a coffin. They bought a coffin with a black doll in it for a 6-year-old girl.
Good point. Not anymore. We beat the feds. We beat the feds. We secured pardons for all the J6ers. We won. We did it. We convinced Donald Trump to pardon all the J6ers. So just doing half the we completely defeated the feds. Got all those guys fired. All the J6 prosecutors fired. We 100% won. Total, utter defeat.
Do you think that anybody who was in here
I think that whatever verdict is reached, if Carmelo Anthony was a white guy and a Trump supporter, I guarantee you the verdict would be much different. And they may both end up being come out as guilty, but the white kid would get a lot more time than Carmelo Anthony is going to get if the white kid did the same thing he did. They get a way more time, and that's part of the reason why we're out here. I mean, the simple fact that he's out right now after killing someone. I mean, dude, like us, for example, as Trump supporters, they threw us in jail without a trial, and they held us without a trial, all right? I mean, like, literally, you're supposed to be able to get out on bail, right? Get out on bail. There was no bail. There was no amount of money. They said, you can't post bail. You're just staying in there. Then 12 days later, yeah, you can get out. We'll lower your bail from $1 million to $250,000.
Hey, was that nigga there?
You're literally making it so you can get out. That's why they lowered it that much. They saw how much money was raised. If you go ahead and go to a track meet, you bring a knife, you stab someone, they say, hey, buy my t-shirts. I stabbed the white guy. You deserve to get some shit. I'm not saying you should get death threats, but you're going to get some shit. And you probably deserve that shit. Imagine if I stabbed this dude. I'm like, hey, I stabbed him. Buy my t-shirts. Like, that's what he's doing. He actually started doing it just the other day. Actually, just yesterday, yeah. Like, he literally just started selling these shirts saying, justice for Carmelo, justice for Anthony, hashtag justice for Anthony. I'm just like, bro, like, okay, I'll wear your shirt. But when I say justice, it means you need to go to prison, for at least 40 to life or something like that. That's real justice. I mean,
man, when I saw this, I was like, man, what the fuck is going on, man? This motherfucker.
Hey man, he was Chicago mayor.
Hey, greetings, Kanisha.
What up, Kanisha? What up? Hey, man, I know you, by the way. Hey, I know you, Kanisha.
Hey, everybody.
That's the homegirl, man. So nice and sweet.
Yes, who is that?
It's Ohead.
Who?
Ohead 22. It's my name playing Godzilla 22, but we talked before. I recognize your voice.
Okay. Hey.
We had a good convo. You don't remember me, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Hey, disengage. Oh.
We have an assault over here. We have an assault over here.
White on white crime.
Hey, please, this woman right here in the mask, she made someone. Please get rid of her.
He was getting her.
He got us. Oh my God. She got us. She got us on video. You're not supposed to be here. You know you're not supposed to be here. The black man is telling you, you are not supposed to be here.
He threatened me.
Oh my God, no way. Wait, auntie. Oh my God. Give us some water.
Back up. Back up.
Wow. I didn't even see this.
Back up.
The hatred is real. Racism is real and alive.
Let her go. 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 Let her go.
There's more cops than people there.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That motherfucker's a dead end, man.
Hey, that's a microcosm. That's a microcosm for the whole country.
I think it was a dead end. A dead end son.
Sir, hey man, this shit too petty for me. The logic will win. That bullshit racism shit ain't gonna do nothing.
All right.
We have an assault over here.
We got our first arrest.
We have an
today.
assault over here.
Get in your car! Get in your car! Under arrest! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go! Let her go!
Back up. What the fuck? Oh, you're so big. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're gonna have this. He didn't do anything. He's finished. What did he do? He didn't do anything. Something crazy.
You okay? Are you hurt? I wish you wouldn't have done that, man. I was super cool with you guys. Sit up.
You're not talking right now.
Oh, man, we switched the crackers.
No, you're fine.
Even when they got your ass up.
Didn't feel like an
Move different, don't they?
I saw
Rewind that shit. Rewind that shit.
1, 2, 3, up.
Look at that shit. Look at the captain.
Super cool with you guys. Sit up.
Pause this shit, nigga.
Hey, you hurt? I wish you wouldn't have done that, man. I was super cool with you guys. Sit up.
You're not talking right now.
Wow.
Oh, man, we switched the
I had no idea. It was at this level. Ignorance.
I have no idea. I saw.
Hey, look, man, check this shit out. Hey, did y'all hear that shit? Hey, he said
This is against a child. This is against a child.
He said he accidentally tripped on. They up there hugging each other down there, man. The dude said I accidentally tripped on him. Listen to this shit.
Hey, SendaRoni, I'm super cool with you, my guy.
I'm super cool with you, my guy.
Super cool with you.
That dude said, I know you be fucking talking.
You okay? Are you hurt? I wish you wouldn't have done that, man. I was super cool with you guys. Sit up.
You're not talking right now.
Can they be sued for putting out this false information?
He kept his glasses on.
I have no idea. I saw them.
All right, pick your leg up, okay? No, put it onto your butt. We're gonna stand you up, okay? 1, 2, 3, up.
He goes.
He grabbed it, but he didn't do shit.
Thanks, guys. That's what we're for. That's what we're up against. That's what we're up against.
You hurt?
Hey, we don't need to do anything. We don't.
So where are they at the courtroom?
And then I have
No, no.
No, they have to protect white
They're
America.
just gathering at where?
No, they have
No,
to protect white
no,
America.
we don't need a gun. We don't need a gun to fight them.
They have to protect white America.
Yeah, but we're getting tempted by the devil here. God damn.
Wow.
Protect white America. They have to protect white
We
America.
got to rethink our strategies here. You see that shit? They didn't even knock his glasses off.
There was 350,000 last year. It'll be 400,000 next year.
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example, right? Mic check. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
I'm in the Philippines right now.
You're where?
In the Philippines.
Wow. How's the
Real,
weather?
you know I'm in the Philippines, Real. You knew that.
You know what? I got so much going on. I can't remember where you were, but I remember something about the Philippines. So how is it out
Okay,
there?
yeah. Oh, it's great. It's freedom out here, but the people are oppressed. But what we call, okay, the business opportunities in the United States is like freedom is to us over here. We're free over here.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
I could do the fuck I want to do. I go get a beer at 3 a.m. I could do missionary work.
It's larger than Austin at this point. God rest the beauty.
All right, so look, this right here is the phone conversation where Austin Metcalf sent his personal bodyguard to hand the leader of the protest, Jake Lane, the phone so he could talk to him.
Personal bodyguard.
Yeah, he got a black guy. He got a big black guy for a bodyguard. Check it out.
Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin? Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive today. Yes, I am, sir.
That's his bodyguard.
Is that the child? Is that the? Wasn't he a criminal?
That's called white guilt.
No, let it talk.
Thank you.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir. You are creating more Austin with your weakness.
You are being weak. I gotta be honest with you about that, sir.
You're being weak. Condemn your son's killer and the culture that caused it.
Hey, Jeff.
That's the problem. You've been submitted.
Hold on, hey, Jeff.
You've been submitted.
I'll handle it from here.
You've been submitted, sir.
You're not gonna make
If
us
we
back
were all,
down.
if we were all of your nature,
down.
Guys, listen.
You're
let me
not
say
gonna
this.
save us.
Do you know who you're talking to? You don't, do you?
I'm talking to a black man.
You don't. No, you're not.
Okay.
You sit here, you talk about Trump.
But I am. You're not
Google my name and Trump. No. When you do that, my name is Bruce.
I agree with black males winning,
Google that.
but they're not winning right now.
What you're doing,
they're becoming degenerates.
what you're doing,
and murdering white people.
You're not helping America. You're no more patriotic than I am. Under no way.
Silent is
Where
not
were you
helping.
on January
You've been
6th?
silent. It's only gotten worse.
Where were you on January 6th?
You've been silent. It's only gotten worse.
Where were you? Did you stand for your country
So you
when they
think that
stole our
made you
vote?
patriot because you showed up there? Does that make you a patriot?
Joe Biden,
Because you showed up.
is a
All you're doing is
pedophile.
condemning us. What's your
My
solution?
solution is to help people where they're weak. So we have an issue in young black males' lives across the country.
It's not
It doesn't
say that
matter.
to Jeff Metcalf.
Say that to Jeff Metcalf.
We talk about it, man.
Say it.
At the end of the day, the man is asking. So let me ask you this: you got a father who's grieving, and your response is he's weak.
My father is celebrating my strength right now.
You have no idea. You'll never win the Senate. And what I'll do, I'll come to Florida and run for Senate and run as a Republican, and I'll kick your butt.
No, you lose, bro. You need 2 years of presidency in Florida.
Because this behavior is why we're in the situation where we are.
No.
We get these. Is that what it is? Okay. at the end of the day, he's asked you what to do and what not to do.
Listen,
you have a right to
he's
do it
no
or not
longer
do it.
Austin Metcalf.
But we're gonna get
You don't know Austin.
I love somebody.
You have the thought of using Austin for T-shirts, for propaganda, and to get out here and talk about
You want to
who
shut down a white man right now.
You're not shutting me down.
I'm not raising money like
because
Carmelo
I got
Anthony.
family.
I'm not raising money like
put
Carmelo
down anymore. No, bro, you stop. You came here to try to shut him down.
No, I
That's
came
what
in to
this
give him
is.
a message from a father.
And listen,
when I realized that's not his deal.
Let's be honest. You're a black man trying to shut him down.
This is y'all want to play that back? And look at the white dude. Look at Jake Long. Look at the guy with this. Look at him looking at the camera like this motherfucker. This is what
he made it. Hey, the white boy the white boy stick to white and black. He using logic.
He got two. Yeah, exactly. He got this. He turned this whole thing into a fucking into a race thing. And now we're looking at this right now. Now you got two black men. The only thing right here is one knows he's black. The other one ain't got a clue what the fuck he is.
So, who's in prison? The white man or the black man?
What are you talking about? Hey, dude, what are you talking about, man?
The black man, of course.
No, the white man's in prison. You can't step outside his goddamn town. He on that bullshit.
Yeah, but he has the media. See the power behind him. It's the power.
Well, I'm talking mental prison. He's in a mental prison.
You had one of the top medias asking him questions when he was released, asking him why would he bring a knife to a school, and it wasn't even at a school, and it wasn't a knife. That's the narrative they put out there.
Well, you know what? We all need to step back, and when the trials start, they're gonna eat this shit up.
Understood.
It's gonna be embarrassing.
That's what we're supposed to do, but
yeah. But we don't live in the system of justice, so we have to.
Well, we got Chick-fil-A. They can get up on that Chick-fil-A at the rally. All right. The both pulled off. I'm gonna play that video back.
Hey, do you want me to leave the golf cart here?
Yeah, I didn't. I'm seeing some of this stuff first time, same as John. Some of I've been privy to, but a lot of this stuff is brand new, just like that last clip.
this is new information.
Yeah, just happened yesterday. Protect white Americans rally. Hey, what the how much more protection can you give them? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, you got the army, you got the coast going on.
Protect white America.
Protect white Americans, man. This shit blows my fucking mind. I ain't never heard no shit like this.
It's clout chasing.
Man, you can't even chase no clout with no shit like that. What the fuck?
From what?
Like
What he's doing? What he's doing in won't racist.
Yeah, it's okay. Here we go.
In an individual interview and this issue that is larger than Austin at this point. God, would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive today. Yes, I am, sir.
That's not a bodyguard, SendaRoni. That's not a bodyguard.
More race divide than bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You do not have any
That's called white guilt.
No, let it talk.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir. You are creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness.
You are being weak. I got to be honest with you about that, sir.
You're being weak. Condemn your son's killer and the culture that caused it.
Hey, Jeff. That's
the problem. You've been submitted.
Hold on, Jeff.
You've been submitted.
I'll handle it from here.
You've been submitted, sir.
You're not going to make
If we were all of your nature,
Guys, listen.
You're not going to shame us.
Do you know who you're talking to? You don't, do you?
I'm talking to a black man.
You don't. No, you're not.
Okay.
You sit here, you talk about Trump.
But I am. You're not
Google my name and Trump. No. When you do that, my name is.
I agree with black males.
No, Google that.
But they're not winning right now.
What you're doing,
becoming
what
degenerates.
you're doing,
and murdering white people.
You're not helping America. You're no more patriotic than I am. No way.
Silent is
Where
not
were you
helping.
on January
You've been
6th?
silent. It's only gotten worse.
Where were you on January 6th?
You've been silent. It's only gotten worse.
Where were you? Did you stand for your country
So you
when they
think that
stole our
made you
vote?
patriot because you showed up there? Does that make you a patriot?
Joe
What's your
Biden,
solution?
you showed up.
All you're doing is condemning us. What's your solution?
My solution is to help people where they're weak. So we have an issue in young black males' lives across the country.
It's not. Say that to Jeff Metcalf.
Say that to Jeff Metcalf.
We talk about it, man.
Say it.
At the end of the day, the man is asking you. So let me ask you this: you got a father who's grieving, and your response is he's weak.
My father is celebrating my strength right now.
You have no idea. You'll never win the Senate. And what I'll do, I'll come to Florida and run for Senate and run as a Republican, and I'll kick your butt.
No, you lose.
Guarantee
You lose.
Guarantee. Because this behavior is why we're in the situation where we are.
No.
We get these. Is that what it is?
Exactly why it happened.
Well, at the end of the day, he's asked you what to do and what not to do.
Listen,
you have a right to
he's
do it
no
or not
longer
do it.
Austin Metcalf.
But we're gonna get.
You don't know Austin.
I love somebody.
You love the thought of using Austin for T-shirts, for propaganda, and to get out here and talk about
You want to shut down a white man right now?
I'm gonna shut you down.
You're not
shutting me down.
I'm not raising money like
Because I've got family.
I'm not raising money like
put down anymore. No, bro, you stop. You came here to try to shut him down.
No, I came here to give him a message from a father.
And listen,
but I realize that's not his deal.
Let's be honest. You're a black man trying to shut him down.
I can't believe this dude doing all
I think black people will take over the conservative party because they can be more conservative than white men. True conservatives.
At this point, man, these motherfuckers starting to look like lapdogs, and it's like it's so far to the point where it's like it's not even like normal looking. These motherfuckers look like some straight zombies.
They also
look
the
like
rain.
Yeah, these niggas look like some vampires.
Illness. Well, what's mental illness? Even both sides are clout chasing. Let's be honest.
I don't know. Man, look at this shit right here.
I don't think we're clout chasers. I think that we're. How can you say both sides?
We beat the feds. We
Oh,
beat
the
the
black
feds.
people
We secure pardons for all the J6ers.
I'm gonna run for Senate number 2.
We don't have bad friends.
Now look. This motherfucker in a wheelchair got the redneck get up, pure racist piece of shit. Okay, he goes. We don't have the feds no more. We got Trump. Now Trump don't know this motherfucker. Trump clearly despises this kind of shit. But nevertheless, he feels like that for whatever reason. Okay, cool. But the key words he said was, "We don't got the feds no more." And so that goes to show you they know the feds was helping them back in the day with with this type of shit.
Come on, man. That shit was it's a psyop, man, because if niggas running up in the Capitol, no give a fuck about jail, none of that shit.
I'm fucking talking about remember the Alamo and all this old shit, man.
Yeah. How you
Straight racist.
Surprise when you go to jail.
Straight racist.
How you form the Capitol? It's surprise when you in jail.
This is why I'm saying, where are the speakers? Where are the leaders? Where's Ben Crump? Where's Al Sharpton? Where?
I'm gonna tell you where. They're all dead. Because right now, there's no one else.
Did you say they're all dead?
They're all dead because there's no one to speak out by design about what's about to happen or go on. Kobe. Nipsey Hussle. There's no one who's going to comfortably speak out about what's going on by design. Any possible threat to what they're about to do has been eliminated. And that's the truth.
All right, I want y'all to hear this.
Got Trump. I've been Trump right now. Yeah. Not Trump. Good point. We used to be afraid of the feds, but not anymore. We beat the feds. We beat the feds. Yeah. We beat the feds. We secured pardons for all the J6ers. We won. We did it. We convinced Donald Trump to pardon all the J6ers instead of just doing half or a portion of them. So we completely defeated the feds, got all those guys fired, got the J6 prosecutors fired. We won 100% won. Total, utter defeat of the feds.
Do you think that anybody who was in here today?
I think here's what I think is going to happen.
Look at the judge.
Yeah, I think that whatever verdict is reached, if Carmelo Anthony was a white guy and a Trump supporter, I guarantee you the verdict would be much different. And they may both end up being coming out as guilty, but the white kid would get a lot more time than Carmelo Anthony is going to get if the white kid did the same thing he did. He get a way more time, and that's part of the reason why we're out here. I mean, the simple fact that he's out right now after killing someone. I mean, dude, like us, for example, as Trump supporters, they threw us in jail without a trial, and they held us without a trial. All right, I mean, like literally, you're supposed to be able to get out on bail, right? Get out on bail. There was no bail. There was no amount of money. They said you can't post bail. You're just staying in there. Then 12 days later, you can get out. We'll lower your bail from $1 million to $250,000. What? You're literally making it so you can get out. That's why they lowered it that much. They saw how much money was raised. If you go ahead, you go to a track meet, you bring a knife, you stab someone, they say, hey, buy my t-shirts. I stabbed a white guy. You deserve to get some shit. I'm not saying you should get death threats, but you're going to get some shit. And you probably deserve that shit. Imagine if I stabbed this dude. I'm like, hey, I stabbed him. Buy my t-shirts. Like, that's what he's doing. He actually started doing it just the other day. Actually, just yesterday, yeah. Like, he literally just started selling these shirts saying, justice for Carmelo, justice for Anthony, hashtag justice for Anthony. I'm just like, bro, like, okay, I'll wear your shirt. But when I say justice, it means you need to go to prison, for at least 40 to life or something like that. That's real justice. I mean,
this motherfucker right here, man, is pure.
The church or Trump have not spoken on this.
So what?
The church or Trump has not spoken logically. The Trump or the church has not spoken this logically.
I'm not disrupting anything. You're free to.
We de-escalated it. That's what we should do. That's how we act. That's the Americans. This is a disruptor.
I'm not disrupting anything. You're free to proceed with your production.
Continue
your production.
Your presence.
I'm not doing anything
celebrating
wrong.
a murder.
I'm not doing anything
Your presence
wrong.
is celebrating a murder.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why would you come like this is a joke?
Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest scorers of his generation. We all know this.
It's so low. That's lower than the lowest filth I've ever seen. Can you please ask God to enter your heart right now? I know my man Jesus, and he wants to know you. Jesus Christ can save you right now. You can be delivered from the demonic energy that is pervading your heart. Just lift your hand up. Say, God, forgive me of my sin.
Forgive me of my sin.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
Jesus Christ, enter my heart.
And I will take this jersey off right now, Lord.
And I will celebrate the 3-time gold medalist,
I will take this jersey
Carmelo Anthony.
I will take this jersey off right now in the name of Jesus.
You're not a prophet. You're not a
It's all
prophet.
emotion, man. Don't lie.
You're not a God. You are not
Carmelo
a God.
Anthony for murdering Austin Metcalf and
We got a super chat donation.
and demand upon the judge to revoke his bail. Do you want that murder in your neighborhood? Do you want that man plunging a knife into one of your people?
I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. I'm from New York. I like Carmelo Anthony.
Don't play stupid.
I don't get it.
Play stupid, bro.
What am I doing?
You're playing stupid, bro.
Yeah, you are. You know what you're doing? I like Melo.
Yo, get this guy out of here.
Agitator, bro.
You're good at playing stupid.
Birch.
That's the attitude. Yeah, you know, the guy looks pretty young. You know, he's a mature, he's a young guy, a young kid. I make jokes about death every now and then. When I saw a woman die right in front of me, I realized this shit ain't nothing. Not something to tell jokes about.
Hey, SendaRoni.
Yo.
He was low key agitated.
I mean, it depends on who's judging.
Well, you show up at a rally with the Carmelo Anthony, you know, Jersey.
Carmelo hit him.
This is
Like
going
that, Carmelo Anthony
to.
mad and he's sad, shaking his head, shaking his motherfucking head, like, man. The kid can be named Kobe Bryant. I mean, it's too petty and too goddamn weak. This is for the petty and weak. We can talk about something else. We can talk about something else because I don't want to get dumbed down by this shit.
Yeah, that's some wild shit, man. But that's what's going on right now, man. You got so many sellout motherfuckers, so many wannabe sellouts, so many redneck niggas out here.
Man, I gotta come home in the month. I ain't want to come back.
You know what's crazy? I said it was black people out there at that January 6th shit, but I guess this who the fuck it was.
Hey, the nigga out there with the blue shirt and the gut. That nigga struck your emotions, right? He struck your emotions, right?
Motherfuckers on something.
Yeah, he can't strike your logic. Stay logical.
Hatred, evil.
Stay logical.
Wickedness.
Stay logical. Stay logical. Stick to the logic. Stick to the facts.
You would think, right? You would think that there's a system in place for this.
The system is
and now
based
the
on.
judge is hiding. Now the judge is using the FBI to find out who all these threats against her are coming from, where they're coming from, and she's a Republican.
I'm telling you, the way it happened, like it wasn't even funny. Like the whole social media before it got to Facebook, Instagram, all that, the whole like everything that was all on these other social sites, all of them was just flooded with this bullshit. And I'm like, damn, this got to be a hack or something.
It's a psyop, sir. It's a psychological operation, and you can't do a psychological operation if it's not based off emotion.
Well, guys, we're in full emotional mode right now.
Well, springtime.
I just don't understand where those. I remember when there was a racist boy that got his butt whooped, and Kevin Hart gave the family $30,000. Total racist, and I'm just want to know where the people.
There was a case in Alabama where a 10-year-old boy was ran over.
Mm-hmm.
Can you look it up, SendaRoni? 10-year-old boy ran over in Alabama. This just happened. The killer's out on $4,000 bail.
Wow.
Hey, how are you, Mario?
Judge was in place.
Yeah, it ain't got no results on that.
How are you? ¿Cómo está, Cole? I think, Capitan.
Ronnie, you guys are going to have to take this.
How are you? Love you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
We are not the same. African tends to folk Africans and African Americans do not claim Black Americans. We are not the same. African tends to focus on progress, family values, and community upliftment, rather than dwelling on historical grievances. They prioritize education and hard work. They don't live life blaming the white man for all their failures, challenges, or choices that they make. Many Africans strive to give their children better opportunities and instill values like hard work and responsibilities. They don't raise their kids to hate the white man and blame them for all of their problems. That's why they can't grow. Africans are hard workers and they work on self-improvement. They hold themselves accountable for their actions instead of making everything about race and blaming the system. True Africans do not celebrate when a white kid loses his life to a black kid. The decent Black Americans out there, we claim you, we see you, and we love you. Thank you for being a decent.
Yeah, so I guess we'll have a continuation. Appreciate everybody coming through. We have a continuation. Do another show later on. Everybody can make it. Salute.
Yeah.
Core mode.